From the creator that brought you how I won a $10,000 2xQ tournament to the creator that won how I won a $20,000 tournament, I present to you how I won a $42,000 2xQ tournament. You see, SageJam, known for the SageJam Slam series, where you take a bunch of players and pair them with a couple of strong players, such as myself and Zane. We coach the students play, the coaches play, and whoever comes out on top wins. And Shadow Isle Spectres, the team I was the head coach of, won the $42,000 tournament. Of course, we didn't actually win the whole 42. I think we won about $2 grand each for, each member of the team. But needless to say, we cooked. We actually cooked so hard. Even if I lost all of my matches, which by the way, I had a pretty good record. If I lost all 20 of those matches, our team would still be in first place. It's actually kind of crazy. I want to talk about just what made the difference, talk about my students' progression, talk about why I think we were able to win the slam so dominantly, and go from there. So first, I'll glaze myself. I don't want to talk too much about myself. I will say I'm actually pretty happy with my performance. SageJam actually did this thing where there's like these, it's called superlatives. And basically if you like are the best in some categories, so for example, best comeback, best play, MVP, etc., then you win your team an additional $1,000. And I was actually able to win one of those. So this is a clip of the best play. You guys can kind of see how crazy this comeback was, how long I'm blocking, how long this shit goes on for. Solo Thresh of No Fury against Super New, one of the best players in the world. Yeah, we were able to win that. And also my team won MVP because, some of the champs are really that cool. But I actually went into this not knowing how to play Thresh, right? Thresh just came out, like, at this point, it was a week ago, at the point of this clip. And I had to split my time between coaching my students and learning Thresh, which is crazy. Yo, peep that throw. 2 seconds left on the clock. Had to do the level 3 just to clutch that out. But yeah, I actually played pretty well. And I had about a 50% win rate, which, considering I was playing against the best players in the world, and I had the handicap of learning a new character, I'm pretty proud of that performance. But what I'm actually more proud of is my team. Both Zyzx, Frodan, and Deathy just absolutely cleared the slam. Woolie is great too. Woolie actually, in my opinion, was the most improved student in my team. I actually think I deserve MVP because I actually requested Frodan and Deathy on my team. I knew these guys were going to be cracked from the get-go. The reason I knew they were going to be cracked, especially for their seed, Deathy was brand new to fighting games. But Deathy was in the Discord grinding every day before the slam even started. I'm like, and he's playing Darius. I'm like, this combination can't be bad. I don't care who you are. You could be the least talented person ever. But if you're grinding this game 10 hours a day and you're playing Darius, there's no way you won't carry the team. So like, I had to get Deathy on the team, and Frodan's my boy. I knew him the last time we won. Frodan was on my team, and Frodan was also grinding the game. So I'm like, I see these guys grinding. I can amplify that grind. I can teach them some, help them prioritize on what to learn. We can come up with some good strats and we can win. And honestly, that combination itself was pretty overpowered. And then I had Zyzx on my team, which I'm not gonna lie, Zyzx, he's like a Marvel 3 player. He should have. This guy is the best student in the slam. If I taught Zyzx nothing, he would have still been the best student in the slam. That guy was so insanely overpowered for his seed. It wasn't even funny. Yeah, just look at the energy this guy gave off, bro. How could you be bad?
Missed. I'm in.
Okay.
No way. Okay, no, I got chip.
You got it.
All right. For some reason, it's been super, but it's okay. But he just has really good presence of when to go in, when to send stuff.
I didn't feel there's gonna be a hard tag. I was feeling there's gonna be a projectile into something, but I'll take it.
Bro, look, he even got the furry avatar. This actually overpowered. The Rees go for resets? Unneeded resets?
Oh my God. Not even time to think.
That's it.
Jesus. Oh my goodness.
Like the growl.
Oh.
Double perfect!
Yeah, drink. You got it.
Double perfect! Smoke him up, pack him up,
Nah, my man was going crazy. And he was just growling. He's like, arr, arr. I mean, my man, you literally can't beat a Warwick player that just growls randomly during his sets. It's literally overpowered to have that kind of buff. So he was cooking. Funny enough, Wooly, I was very worried about Wooly first start off. Because like when we first played, like Wooly was like me, Wooly, Zyzx, and Zane scrimmed the first day. And Wooly is our first seed, so theoretically he's the best player. And he was playing, he's literally dropped every single combo. I'm like, oh my god, like there's no way we're gonna get cooked. He improves so much. I guess he was just rusty at the game, but like his fundamentals, like I actually think Wooly out of almost anyone in the slam improves so much. Like he went from like day one not doing any combos, doing like making some of the worst decisions I've ever seen on like assist calls and like tagging, basically not interacting with the system at all, to being like a super good Alawi and like within like a week and like 2 days. It's actually kind of crazy. Like he basically he took everything I taught him and like look at that tag, like perfectly implement everything. Is actually kind of insane, like just how good he got for like even. It's just that the growls were infectious. Yeah, that's the man that outfootsy Daigo. It was actually very impressive just how good he got. But yeah, so like other than that, I'd say the main keys, like other than like getting kind of lucky with my team, to be honest. Zane was the co-coach. He's obviously really strong too. We played Thresh Ari. That's just a really strong team. Was just what to teach the students, right? Because I think a lot of it comes down to like what you're actually teaching them. Because I noticed like a lot of people would make mistakes like in what they teach their students, right? So for example, like some people would like try to teach like suboptimal combos, you know? They would try to play the wrong fuse. They would lead their students to play the wrong characters. So for example, like several students would actually start off with a different character, like Zentreya, for example, started off with Vi, I think, and then switched midway through the slam to Alawi. And there's a couple other people like that, which makes like obviously the learning process like a lot harder. So like day one, we just locked that shit down. We're just like, all right, you're playing Darius, you know, Warwick, Frodan's playing Senna. Even though Frodan, like his Alawi was stronger, you could tell Frodan just really wanted to play Senna. So I'm like, it doesn't matter how we're doing, like you're just sticking with Senna no matter what, right? And like making sure we lock that in, I think is really key. And the thing about Senna is like she's actually a pretty good character for duos because she's really good with 2x. I mean, just look at this round start, right? You just do either delayed back assist or back assist, and it's really easy for your how do I say, like your partner to combo off of it, right? So like back assist, and then you literally get a full combo. I mean, Zyzx dropped it, right? But like this strategy was like once I saw this strategy, I'm like, fuck it, you can play Senna, bro. like we can make this work, you know? Like I think maybe some other coaches would try like double down shit, maybe they try freestyle, like, which obviously she's the best with, making sure we got that, and making sure I'm just like he like literally my advice to Frodan was spam, like go in the Wraith form, spam S1, and then just grind out the combos, and that's what he did. It worked out really well. Same thing for Deathy. The main things that like I really impressed on Deathy were like, one, I mean, day one, his move, he basically wasn't even using the dash macker, right? So like make sure you use the dash macker, getting good at movement, getting used to doing like headless, and then like day two is like, all right, time to vary the block strings, right? So it's like instead of always going to S2, we're gonna go into S1 instead, and then it's just building it up there, right? Teach him a couple combos. Thankfully, like Zane was able to help with some of this stuff too, and I think actually Crocs helped a little bit, funny enough, even after the teams were assigned. So shouts to Crocs helping our team as the double agent. But it's just like the main thing that separated Deathy was he's just really willing to learn, and he just, you know, he put it in the hours, right? Like compared to other coaches, like I think people maybe focus a little bit too much on combos, right? And not enough on like strategy. So like the big things would be like, instead of focusing on like, here's the optimal Darius B&B, which for example, he never did the optimal B&Bs. Like he never did 6S2 stuff. Like he never like did anything crazy, but it was about like making sure you can get a consistent combo off stuff like that, like the common hits. Like if Senna's doing back assist, making sure you get a combo. Also, this is bullshit. Apparently Thresh's level 3 is the only level 3 that does not go through this armor. which was like so cursed. Yeah, it's about getting like consistent combos, and it's just about strategy, right? Like a lot of the stuff we talked about was like a lot of new players to this game don't really know like about assist advantage in this game, right? So for example, if I do this, right, I have a 2-second window where I am actually at a disadvantaged state. I know that sounds, or like let's say I do this and I do this, I have a 6-second disadvantage, and impressing on people like, okay, you have advantage here because you have the assist cooldown, or they have advantage here because they have the assist cooldown, therefore you have to play more defensively. A lot of it came down to teaching the game flow, which is based really heavily on that. All right, so anyways, we were in the point lead from day one, but we still had to perform on day 3, right? So day 1 we had a slight point lead. Day 2 we actually pulled ahead. Basically our team played a lot better on day 2 compared to day 1, you know, like the coaching compounds and that sort of thing. And day 3 it's a different format where it's like an actual tournament, right? And so basically if we win 2 of these tournaments, we're basically guaranteed to win. So our Deathy and Frodan were teamed up for the first tournament, and they actually had a super close winners finals, and this is the last game of the grand finals, which they got to run back with Raditz and Dank Memes. And funny enough, I actually think Raditz is probably the best C3 in the tournament, like even better than Frodan, right? 1, they play a better character. 2, their combo consistency is crazy, and 3, they play Thresh. But thankfully, I think our strategy was a little bit better, and like I think our students synergized a little bit better. Also, Dank Memes like had some like pretty glaring issues that I don't think the coaches really called out. Like, so for example, Dank Memes would never block low. And so like the thing that I told them, like when they were losing, I'm like, bro, just keep hitting Dank Memes with lows. And it worked, right? And the other thing was like, in the set that we had to make the adaptation, I noticed my students like were just randomly getting clipped by Thresh Hook, and I'm just like, oh, that 2H was crazy though. Like I said, Radiance is kind of cracked. But I would always tell, like, I tell Frodan, like, all right, he's just looking to snipe you out. Like, just play lame, just play lame. Yep, yeah, react to the hook. There you go, play lame, yep. Yeah, oh, he should have blocked that. But you see the idea where he's like, he's just kind of waiting to react to, you know, what Radiance is doing. And the other thing is, like, you gotta call your assist at the right time against Thresh, right? Like, if he has hook available, the hook might just might, like, randomly hit you.
But a simpler combo right there.
Oh, he was too early on.
And then good press.
Frodan and Deathy.
Yeah, I also think it helps like having a really easy character in like a tournament, right? Like you can tell Reyes was bound to make that comeback, and he's not dropping the combos, but just like being good in scramble section is like really important. Yeah, just block, wait for assist. Yep, this is what I taught him. Yeah, just block, wait for assist. He actually should have won there. He just tagged a little bit too late.
Headless, am I right?
You can see like a lot of it just comes down to like having the right strategy, you know.
Keeping your head, or this is the headless summer.
That's good.
Nope. I'm here to let you know, ladies. Headless summer.
Oh, this is kind of spooky.
You can't tell by my outfit.
And like, I know it seems kind of weird that they're bursting there, but it is like you kind of have to play to who you're fighting against. And so like even though like against an advanced student, I'd be like, don't burst there because they can tag and then therefore bait your burst. Like they don't have to worry about that, right? So, you know, it's like focusing on the right things. Like you don't have to teach them that kind of stuff, even though that's fake. Like no one's punishing that. Oh, that's crazy.
Been doing that the whole tournament. Finally, someone prepared.
Frodan actually tried to bait that, but Radius was so slow it didn't work. It's kind of funny. Oh, look, he doesn't block low. He doesn't block low. Hit him low.
Yeah, looking for the hit on that anti-air, but he doesn't find it. Dank Memes landed.
Oh, they tried. They tried. Oh, I taught him how to retreat and guard that assist too. I'm glad they paid attention. It's just like there's like a bunch of minor things that like they were able to pick up
Gets the pickup, no.
as the games are going on, you know.
Oh, the screen is locked.
Because I really do think like the way you win these kind of tournaments is like half of it comes down to like what you teach them, but the other half is like kind of out of your control, right? It's like how much your students are willing to grind, and if your students, oh, that is cracked.
Oh no.
Yeah, that is insanely good. And like again, like stuff like that just doesn't happen if you don't grind the game, you know.
The assist blocks the wake up.
Oh, he could have killed if he just did Seeper. Oh, he's going for Chip.
He cannot,
Nice.
and Frodan and Deathy
And there we go. Those are my students, bro. This honestly didn't look fair, bro. I saw this one live because I didn't watch the other one live because I was too busy coaching them because they happen at the same time. But this didn't even look fair, bro.
Nice. Trying to air stall as long as he could. Nice block. Double assist from Woolie keeps him safe though.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. Like, the fact that people are trying to learn 2 characters in a slam just doesn't make any sense to me. Because you're right, like Code did it, Zentreya did it, Shine did it, like Jake did it. I think there's like a few characters that were just playing multiple characters. It's just like, it's too hard. Like, this game is so overwhelming as it is. Like, why would you make things harder on yourself? Yeah, these guys were, I had some, honestly, like I said, I had some worries about like this team coming together. Oh my god, that combo is crazy. My team didn't have any crazy combos like that, but again, we focus on the essentials of like the gameplay. Also, Zyzx is cracked, bro. Oh, that was insane. Yeah, there's no way we make this comeback, right? Yeah. Yep. Like, you can tell Shine, like, I think Shine on paper was the strongest seed 1. Because, like, Shine's just obviously, like, probably the best fighting game player of any of the students. Because he's a top-level Street Fighter player. But he was just learning, like, unnecessary shit, bro. He was learning, like, the S2 tentacle combos that are, like, really like, S2 super tentacle combos that are just kind of ass. Instead, like, I think he spent too much time in the training room and not enough, like, actually, like, just getting used to confirming situations and stuff. Like, it's stuff like that, right? Like, bro, like, how's my man Shine doing, like, the craziest fucking combos that I can't even do, and then he drops stuff like that? Because he just, all he had to do is let the S1 rip and then delay it a little bit. Yeah, Larius is kind of crazy. Some of them had multiple partners that overlapped with their main, but that's what I'm saying, like, you could structure it so that doesn't happen. Like, so for example, like, you just play a character that's not going to overlap, right? My Shine plays Ari Blitz. There's like 5 Shines in the FGC. That's not the Ari Blitz Shine. I don't know. I actually gave some feedback on the event. Oh, we actually got cooked there. I was supposed to be watching the last one. I gave some feedback on the event. The TLDR of the event was, once again, it lasted too long. Bro, why are we playing for 6 hours? I feel like I can do 6 hours, but I feel like for new students, like, it's not, like, you don't want to fatigue them and then they're tired of the game because they had to play for 6 hours, you know? Like, I feel like these events are a lot more fun for people if they look forward to playing more, you know? Like, I'd much rather someone be like, oh, I wish I could have played more, and then they're looking forward to playing more of the game on their own, than someone like, you know, having to play too much and then they just like don't want to play the game anymore, right? Yeah, it's also just hard to watch for 6. Like, it's literally 6 hours because the orientation starts at 5:30 and we're ending at like 11:30. Yeah, so I think what they should have done was just run 3 instead of 4, but even 3 is like kind of long. Yeah, and you're practicing and stuff. It's just too much. So that's been my feedback every single slam though. I don't know why like Sagem insists on keep having these long. I'm sure like I don't know. Maybe there might be like some contractual obligation with Riot that you have to like have so many hours, you know? I don't fucking know. It was the same thing for Street Fighter though. Street Fighter was too long too. When I did the Street Fighter slams. But other than that, I really did like the event. I like the changes that they made to the how do I say what they? Oh, by the way, how do I like skip this? Bro, my team's burst baiting. I've never seen them do this before ever. Look at that. How are we burst baiting, bro? What do you mean? Right when I saw that, I'm like, it's over. Like, bro, come on. This team's not fair.
It's looking scary.
Yeah, I just think it's a little bit too much. But yeah, like I like the format. I like that we're constantly playing games. The issue with the last slam is there's just so much waiting around. Like at least if we're gonna be doing it for 6 hours, at least we're playing and improving for Evo and stuff. I definitely think Zyzx is an imposter. I think Zyzx is the best student. I think Zyzx, if he's seed 1, he'd be the best seed 1, bro. I don't think it is fair. I'm surprised he got through. I didn't even like request Zyzx. I wasn't familiar with his game, you know. Look at them howling, bro. Bro, this is too much. But yeah, shout out to my team. Woolie is actually super cool. I never met him before. I wasn't like familiar with his game or podcast, but he cool ass dude. I mean, my whole team's cool as shit.
I won't use this in the one time when you go for it and we hit the
Cleaning up.
Yeah, good times. But anyways, overall, like feedback on the slam is like, I like the new format. I like the fact that we're all playing games and then we come back together. I just think it was too long. I also think it would have been good if like the last day was just one big tournament. Cheer each other on. There's like, it feels like there's more stakes for each match. Other than that, like, bro, W tournament, bro. Shout out to Sajan for having me. I'm glad we could win the, get another tournament dub. So, Evo is 140 grand. Maybe we can, I feel like we keep going up numbers. Maybe 140 grand's a little bit too high of a number that maybe the plier won't kick in. But I'm gonna try my best at Evo. But yeah, that's how I won the $42,000 tournament. If you want to see more, like, share, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.